going on, guys? So it's a little bit later than what I would have liked. However, it's overdue, this reviewing both the Hornchurch and the Welling game. So I told myself that I'm going to get it done tonight, no matter what time we finish. My first two losses in the Farnborough shirt. The first one against Welling, having been unbeaten for the first three games, it was a sore one to take, certainly losing 4-1, a heavy defeat, playing away for the first time as well. It was a painful day, and having a niggle afterwards meant that I was focusing on getting fit as quickly as possible, trying to deal with that and focusing on that. So that's why the review's been a bit late, but because I only got 30 minutes against Hornchurch, which to be fair was only 10 days later, means that we can just put them in together and take the learning from them. I think as painful as it can be to watch games back, that's definitely where most of the learning comes from. You always learn more in defeat than in victory. So it's so important to watch the games back. Having watched the Welling game back 2 or 3 times, there's stuff that I've looked at and thought, oh, I can improve on that. The third time, which I didn't actually see the first and the second time, so it just goes to show, even in making this video, that I'm always learning, watching the same stuff back, thinking about what I could have done differently. And of course, no game is perfect. I'm never going to have a perfect game. It's always good to just watch your own clips back, look at your decision making and what you could do and what you can learn from to take into the next games. Couldn't have actually got a better start, to be fair. I got an assist after about 1 or 2 minutes. Really well taken goal by Mace. And hindsight's a wonderful thing. Having had this game as my first Saturday, so I'd already played 2 games before in the space of 3 or 4 days. Having that goal, first away game as well in that time period, I think it just lifted a sigh of relief from everyone, really. And if I contrast that with the game against Eastbourne, when I scored the first goal, obviously I was very happy to score, but I wanted more straight away, and everyone on the team was on it to make sure we don't concede next 5 minutes. We want to go again, keep things tight, make sure we kick on. We end up winning the game 3-1. And I think because we scored so early, plus a little bit of mental fatigue, everything in my mind straight away just was relief. And I think it's more of a subconscious thing. I wouldn't say because of that we then all took our foot off the gas, but subconsciously there was that relief, and there wasn't that talk after we scored to say keep it tight. And if I could go back now, that'd be one of the things that in my mind straight away I'd be thinking, communicating that to my teammates, but on an individual note, mentally understanding that nothing's changed, pretend as if it's 0-0 and we continue the game as if we hadn't scored. Next time I get the ball, maybe a minute or 2 minutes afterwards, I actually get caught in 2 minds here because I think Reg called for the ball, but again, individual responsibility, I was going to just kick it off him to win something, and then right at the last minute I'm in between, don't make a decision, and it's just a sloppy ball inside, really. I either manage the ball, protect it, win a throw in, or take an extra touch, shield it and play it back to Reg, and I get caught in no man's land. As the game goes on, we do recover the ball, but we lose it, and that leads to the first goal that we conceded, so 1-1 straight back into it. Of course, we were in the opposition's half when that happened, but it doesn't change the fact that we did concede. And it's always important when you lose just to look at yourself first and take individual responsibility for stuff that could have been better. And I'm happy to say that goal starts with me, and I need to be doing better in that situation. It's quite tight how I received the ball, and that's one area that definitely needed to work on and take into next game. When I get caught in the line, just either if I'm dribbling or passing inside, I look back and I see that the man's blocking the pass back to Bradder, so I don't want to play inside the pitch and give the ball and the turnover. It's not the end of the world to get up for throwing, but receiving the ball and managing it in tight areas is a key area, especially from straight passes. My decision making needs to be better in those situations, and this actually leads to their second goal. I could say it's good experience from the wing back that he's jumped on top of me, and with a bit more experience I think I've got every right to try and go down and win a foul there until I bend over, can't affect the ball, and they hook it in behind, and that leads to their second goal. In this clip, I don't really think I do anything differently. I try to anticipate Reg flashing it. Mason has a shot and the keeper just deflects it straight into the path of the defender as opposed to me. So I think it's just unlucky. I think even the best like Ronaldo will try and anticipate where the ball's going to be. Doesn't mean they get every time, no, but with that anticipation, more often than not, or even 1 out of 5 times, they're going to end up in the right place and eventually they'll start getting those tap-ins. This was probably my best passage or individual piece of play in the game. I'm able to get out my man and put a nice cross into the box. Here I do well to manage it in the tight area, in contrast to the other time. And I'm able to pick up that second ball and help the team progress forwards. This clip getting back, taking the run on, which allows Brothers to commit to the ball. So even though it was a tough let office, those bits always important to try and get back and help the team. This clip happens a lot, I'd say, where you give a foul when I'm frustrated, but again I think it's experience. Something I didn't think about really before was the fact just knowing your surroundings, and here I am grabbing his shirt, but if you look at where the ref's positioned, it's very easy for him to give that because he sees me grab the shirt. Straight away he's going to whistle and then give the foul away. So if I can be a bit cuter with how I choose to go into duels, if it's on the blind side of the referee or the blind side of the officials, then you can get away with a little bit more, and that's just experience playing men's football. So going into the second half, I only ended up playing 15 minutes. Similar to the other instances, you never really want to be receiving the ball straight. I have done quite a lot in this game. For one reason or another, here I tried to run inside to get a ball played in behind. Didn't work out, so my secondary movement was to show up because he's under pressure and needs some support. And if I actually look at the pressure, where it's coming from, because I've gone inside the pitch, I'm trying to use that outside of the pitch. And worst comes to worst, I should be able to win a throw-in. It doesn't work out that way. When I watch the clip back, I can use my body here, protect the ball with a dead touch with the sole of my foot, or even take a touch with the inside of my foot, feinting that I'm going to go outside, because that's where the space is. And if you actually watch, he does read me well, but he tries to nick from the outside, which means that, yeah, I can roll him on the inside. In this clip, I actually do head check. Was it here? So I'm aware where Mace is as the ball's flying, but I just get a little bit too excited, too eager, and I get on top of it too much. Given the ball's in the air, we're not in complete control of it. That when it lands, I'm so far forwards here, I don't have enough time to react, and as a result, I take a little bit of a heavy touch, not a clean first touch, but with a little bit more experience, just allowing the game and allowing the space, give me more time to control. That means that there I'll be picking the ball up and I can try and make something happen. And if you look, there's no man behind me, so I've got a lot more time and space. Again, I'm trying to be positive. Could go back, but kind of run out of space and get pushed into the hoarding. So pass I'd intended for Mace isn't clean. Not ideal, but don't mind the intent there. Good run, we won defending. And just on this cross, as I'd explained when we was at the top for my session on Monday, that dribbling cross, the technique I choose to go for here is with my laces and just smashing it across the face of the goal, hard and low, because it needs to beat that first centre back and make sure the keeper can't come from it. As it works out, I get it all wrong. And if you actually look at where the ball's positioned here, it's too far back, needs to be a lot closer and ideally a little bit in front of my left foot, just so I'm able to get the power as well as get over it and get on top of it. As a result of it being behind me, I'm leaning back and yeah, just get it all wrong. Initially a good inside touch to get away from my man and open the pitch up. Try a reverse ball to Ricky, which doesn't work out, but here it opens up for me not perfectly, but more than good enough to get a shot off. So one of the things that I will take from this game is, even if the situation isn't perfect, that I need to be getting a shot off and at least trying to make use of the opportunity, not being afraid to miss, which I'm not. But even if I think the odds of me scoring are lower, still taking that shot, and it might be 3 or 4 of those that I need to take to score one. I opt to take another touch after this, which I could still shoot from, but I end up passing it to Reg, and if you look there, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bodies back. The angle's really gone for a shot, and it's an opportunity I've missed to get a shot on goal, potentially score, but make something happen. So for context, we were 1-0 down at half time. We're chasing the game, and I wanted to be really positive. I do well here, talk about savviness, free kick for my team. In this clip, again, talking about receiving it tight to the line, decision making, the fact that I just come on, I was eager to get my man, be positive, dribble, make something happen, but if you look here, they do double up on me. So just decision making. In this situation, I make the wrong decision, try to dribble, simple pass into Manny, lets us keep the ball as a team, and we can continue to build the attack. Instead, I try to take it inside and go on the dribble. I wanted the ball a little bit earlier. Does it make a difference? No. Is it just a poor touch? Yes. In this clip, I do well to win the ball back, a little nick, carry on my run, a lot better quality, and I create best chance of the game, best chance I created. Unfortunate not to get an assist there, but it's part of football, and with 8 minutes to go, yes, it was a big chance, but there's still so much time in the game, so not gonna worry or dwell on that too much. I do well initially to win the ball back, take it past the first man, and here I try to really open my legs up, test the fullback for pace, but I'm not Usain Bolt. And again, decision making, yes, I am quick, but really I should just be getting closer to my man, maybe a step over inside or chop, or just dribble inside, open the pitch up, keep the ball moving whilst retaining possession. It was a short pass to Proots. I thought maybe we'd play, we end up not going direct, and if you notice here, I'm hugging the touchline from about 40 yards out, so when David flicks it on, the fullback gets an easy clearance, and it's just experience for me really understanding where the ball is as soon as it goes to Proots, and it looks like he gets his head down, but also not starting too wide, because when he gets to the second ball, I'm nowhere to be seen. I'm out of play, not helping my team, not doing anything for anyone, and that's an individual piece of learning for me, to be in touch with the play at all times and just recognising when to hug the touchline, because I like to get the ball to feet or make that run from out to in, or when the right time is to start inside the pitch, and then if the ball gets switched, I can just run from inside to out to get on the ball and create width for the team. And it actually leads to quite a good chance on the counter attack for them. Talking about out to in runs, I'm hugging the touchline, which is what I want, given the ball so tight. Right decision to pass it back to Tay, the man behind me, and as we build the attack and it circles back round, because I've kept that width. But again, if you look at the body position of everyone, we're going to always be playing short here, and I do really well to time that run inside, leaving my fullback and creating the second best chance. Since I came on a personal note, I was very happy with creating those 2 chances, and my mentality in that game was, although I didn't get everything right and I just passed it back to Manny, everything I did I tried to do with a positive intent, and yes, it didn't come off, but I was able to create 2 chances for the team. We ended up losing the game 1-0, hit the bar right at the end from a set piece as well, great header from Fruits, got cleared off the line, and that's football sometimes. Watching both of those games back, really, they're not the most enjoyable to watch back, still a bit painful even now, but it's just so important to take the positives even in defeat and learn from 1 or 2 areas which I can take into the next game. And in this game, I think I did that with coming on, making an impact, winning that duel with a little bit more experience, and just building it up taking one thing from each game, trying to implement it in the next game, and gradually as I play more and more games I'll get more and more experience, and hopefully I'll be able to get in a good run of goal contributions as the season goes on. If you're enjoying these reviews, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stuff, and all of your support and engagement's been appreciated up until this point. So yeah, I'll see you guys all next time.